So when the child is born and the child's own metabolism system starts working, the child is not able to process the food. It becomes toxic, baby goes into coma, and after 5-6 days, the baby passes away. That happened to us. When it happened the first time, we were totally in a state of shock. Second time when our daughter, who's now Saisha, who survived, when the same thing happened, I thought I was losing her, and that's when I instantly gave up non-veg for life. One of our friends delivered in Reach Candy, and Ajay asked me, "Do you want to go to the hospital?" I said, "I have to overcome this. I don't want to live with that fear."
Namaste viewers and welcome to Remarkable. The series this time is for International Women's Day, and as always, we at Remarkable decide to honor women differently. This story is about women who are stories of strength. They are literally medical warriors who've gone through genetic ailments and also some ailments that have crept up with time. But they've also fought it bravely, been victorious. From the initial fear to the final faith and fortitude, their journey is incredible. Our guest today is the lady who has been truly standing the test of time, Hema Chhabria, the founder of In Time Travels. Behind all her glamour and glitz, she's a woman who's a girl at heart and a mother who lost 3 children, fully grown, delivered children. She looked after them, nurtured them, but she lost them within a week's time. Her surviving child, Saisha, today is the apple of their eye, and Hema's story is incredible. Hema, thank you for talking to Remarkable.
It's a pleasure.
Your story is, I won't say pain, of course pain, because everybody feels the mother's pain. But it's about you growing from every passing away of your child. 3 children passing away, full grown. Hema, we can say whatever, but your story is a story of strength. What led to this, Hema?
So usually if you are related, then you do have genetic problems. So as was the case, it was a genetic problem. It's called urea cycle defect.
Urea cycle defect.
And
Okay.
the exact term is argininosuccinate lyase deficiency.
Okay.
So when 2 people are related, and every human being has multiple lakhs and lakhs of genes, and some genes are defective. This was sheer bad luck that both the carrier genes, both Ajay and I are carrier of the same defective gene. If you have a defective gene which is number 1 and I have a defective gene which is 110, doesn't matter. We are not related. When you're related, chances are high. In our case, we are not related, but sheer bad luck that we both are carriers of the same defective gene. And in this case, chances of the 2 defective genes combining is only 25%. But we were really unlucky that in 3 of the cases, the defective genes combined, and the baby was the carrier. The baby was not just the carrier, the baby had the defect. Okay. And this is the thing was the gene that was missing eventually. So when the child is born and the child's own metabolism system starts working, the child is not able to process the food. It becomes toxic, baby goes into coma, and after 5-6 days, the baby passes away. So that happened to us. When it happened the first time, we were totally in a state of shock. We couldn't believe it was happening to us. I mean to say, when you're related, you know there are some chances of this happening.
Yes.
In this case, there was nothing like that. So we were totally taken aback.
Sure. But Hema, the journey from being taken aback to getting the strength to lift your souls up again, and then again facing this twice in your life. What is it that you want to tell all the mothers out there, Hema?
So I won't say it was easy. Initially, when we lost the first baby, of course, that was a total shock. It took us some time to get out of it. But I'm very thankful to my family, friends, and also, everyone's advice. So it depends upon how you take it. There are people who will talk negative. They'll say, oh, there's something wrong. You have to take it positively. And of course, we obviously started researching as to what exactly it was. And life has to go on. We had each other. We had our families. We had our friends. And luckily, I had my work to get back to.
Wonderful.
All put together, we said, we're going to fight it.
Fight this. Hema, when it happened the second time, because you always want to give life another chance, and then you'll realize that, I remember you telling me on the sidelines that there was one medical report that went to London for some testing.
So the first time when I delivered, the Dr. Palshekhar, who was at Breach Candy Hospital,
Yes.
he was keen because they also were keen to know the diagnosis. So we sent the samples to Great Ormond Street Hospital in London, which specializes in the same. They did the tests and we got a diagnosis. But of course, they said that it's not always 100% because where genetics is concerned, and this we're talking about like 27 years back. So it isn't that advanced, but that was the broad, reason that they gave us. So when I was expecting the second child, after I complete 16 weeks, we did amniocentesis, which again is, it is not the safest thing. And samples were sent to Great Ormond Street Hospital, London. Everything was clear. We continued with the pregnancy and everything was fine.
Wow.
And one more instance I'll tell you. First time when I delivered the baby, first day the baby was fine. Second day the baby was crying. And the third day the baby started sinking.
This is the second baby?
The first one.
The first baby.
Second time when our daughter, who's now Saisha, who survived, when the same thing happened, I thought I was losing her. And that's when I instantly gave up non-veg for life. Ajay came to the hospital and he's like, you've given up non-veg. For how long? I said, for life.
Wow. So that's it. The story is about when you have a certain episode, you hold on to faith. And yours is a beautiful story of literally holding on. Like, guys, I want to just tell you, I'm sitting with a lady who's lost 3 children, full-grown, delivered children. I mean, I don't even want to call this anything but life's plans, of course. But life's plans to give her strength, because she said when Saisha was born, she was her only surviving child. And she gave up non-vegetarian right there in the hospital because she was scared she might lose her. Hema, you did mention to me that one of your babies were born in Breach Candy.
All 4.
All 4 were born in Breach Candy.
So even some people even suggested that, why don't you change the hospital? Maybe something was wrong with the hospital. The doctors did something wrong. And I'm like, let's not blame anyone else.
Yes.
We know what we are dealing with.
Yes.
So I said, no, I'll go back to the same hospital.
And the same doctor?
Same doctor. It was Ajay's aunt.
Oh.
She was our gynec.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's no more now, but.
Sure.
So
okay.
I knew I was in trusted hands.
Yes.
So I said, no, I'll go back there.
Yes. And
of course, it was traumatic going back.
Yeah.
after we lost the first baby, one of our friends delivered in breech candy. And Ajay asked me, do you want to go to the hospital? I said, I have to overcome this. I don't want to live with that fear.
Hema, I remember you said that there was a feeling of emptiness
Yes,
when you left the hospital.
yes.
How would you define from emptiness to moving on to empathy for yourself first? Because as they today's generation, we're talking about self-love and self-healing. Hema, that was huge. As you said,
Yes.
you know, when women walked out of the hospital with babies in their hands, we
Yes.
walked out empty-handed.
Yes, it was tough. It was tough, but then, I mean, you say you have a choice. Either you brood, you say, why me? God, why me? Or you say, God, give me the strength. I want to go through it. I want to go through it and I want to try and hopefully succeed.
And you did, Hema.
Yes.
You've come a long way.
Yes.
Just to ask you, when was the first baby? Do you remember the
Yeah.
the year?
So
Sorry.
she was born on 6th June,
Okay.
1997.
97?
And she passed away after 6 days.
Okay. And then Saisha was born after,
Saisha
like
was
since your
born,
second baby?
Yeah, next year,
Okay. And
Yeah.
then you lost two after them.
2 after that.
Okay. But
So
they
the
were
third
boys.
one when we lost, yeah. So the first one was a girl. Second one was Saisha, she's a girl. Third one was a boy. Third time when we did it, when we had the baby, that time we didn't do any tests
Ah.
because, you know, chances are 1 in 25.
Correct.
And doing an amniocentesis was also not the safest thing to do.
Hmm.
The doctor advised, don't be, you know, so negative. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. We did, but we lost the baby.
And doctors had always advised you all to that by the grace of God, Saisha can have a sibling.
Yes, yes.
Okay. It wasn't that a case of no way. Some
No,
women
no,
are
no,
just
no.
advised just not to go for the
No,
second
no.
pregnancy.
Luckily for me, my health was good.
Yes.
And when we lost the when I had the third delivery and we lost that baby, we said, no, now enough. But our daughter was really, really keen on a sibling. And I come from a big family. We are 6 sisters. And you have the first child for yourself and the second child for your first child.
Yes.
So
I agree. I agree.
we said that, you know, she's really keen, we'll give it one more shot. Actually, we were still not sure. It happened. And then by the time I realized it, I was already 2 months pregnant. So we said, let's do the test when I'm 4 months. And if the test comes positive, we'll continue. We did the test when the sample went to Great Ormond Street Hospital. But unluckily, they told us it's clear, but the baby didn't survive again. So, you know, it's God's will.
Yeah, so I mean, imagine that she sent the reports to the best hospital in London, one of the best in genetics, I think.
Yes.
And they sent her a positive report back saying all's clear with the baby and the baby is good to go.
Yes.
And you know, you can continue with the pregnancy.
And,
But-
and that's only when we disclosed that to our daughter that, yeah, I'm expecting.
Another baby.
And she had named the baby. She had named the baby and she was looking forward to this thing. But when we lost the last baby, she was very affected. Like, we had to tell her that, you know, the baby's not well. So Sai Baba has taken the baby and he's going to make her fine and send her back. And then we thought she's forgotten about it. A year later, we were in Switzerland. And she was fighting with another friend's kid. And we were like, why are you fighting over a balloon? We'll buy you another balloon. No, this balloon is for my Toto. Her birthday is coming up. I'm going to tie a teddy bear and send it to her. So, it took her a while to get over it.
She thought,
Yeah, you know, we told her that the baby's coming back. Then at some point, Ajay had to take her aside and tell her, okay, the baby is still not too well, but, you know, either the choice is the baby comes back or mama will have to go. She said, no, I want mama.
Ajay's role was so profound at that
Yes.
point of time.
Yes.
Really, I
Yeah.
think that's the role of a father who comes to, as they say, he's the silent operator.
Yes.
But at the right time, they step in, and I think Saisha's healing was that.
Yes.
That the baby is coming back, may not come back,
Yeah.
but then mummy is going to go.
Yeah.
And I think, Hema, we were discussing this, guys, I just want to say, all the women out there, men out there, forget the women. You know what? Just have gratitude.
Absolutely.
Because,
absolutely.
we are small things, yeah. We are fighting that मेरा बच्चा को 99.9 नहीं आया, IIT नहीं मिलेगा.
Agreed.
As you
Agreed.
said, अरे बच्चा है यार, बच्चा है, उसके लिए तो खुश रहे. किसी के पास वो भी नहीं है.
हाँ, बच्चा है, सब ठीक ठाक है, happy, healthy, normal. Just be happy. Don't compare. Each one has their good points, bad points, and be happy. Enjoy them. They are there with you for a purpose.
Absolutely. Every soul comes.
Yes.
And to me as a mother, I've got blessed with 2 daughters. They came because for my purpose, and I can feel the purpose. Huh?
yes.
I'm not saying with some visions in my head.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying
yeah.
with reality. I know why
Right.
my older daughter is like this and why my younger one is like this.
Right.
And but what a beautiful message Shema is giving
Yes.
all of us after losing 3 babies, full grown. She's just saying one thing to all the parents out there. Please cherish your baby.
Yes.
Please be grateful that you have that little one with you who's a grown-up child today or whatever. Do not compare your child to anyone.
Yes. Give them all the love possible. They're not going to get spoiled.
I see that. Give them love and they're not going to get spoiled because
Yes.
love has a very powerful language.
Yes.
There's a difference between pampering and,
Yes.
unnecessarily spoiling.
Absolutely. Don't
Yes.
spoil, but give them all your love.
Yes.
Give them time. I think that's important
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. And Hema, there are a lot of mothers struggling today. In the 21st century, your problem was very heartfelt, but the young generation today are choosing not to have babies, are facing issues with so
Yes.
many IVF clinics
Yes.
coming out.
Yes. Yes.
What's your message out there? Do you want to tell them? Do you want to tell the young girls something about motherhood and parenting?
See, each one has their own belief and their own preferences. If you give it your best, but if it doesn't happen, don't lose heart. If you really, really want a child, adopt a child. I mean to say, you're giving someone a lovely life. You're giving someone love. And if you think you are okay without having a child, that is also perfectly fine. Don't lose faith. Each one has their own path to play in life. And you can't fight destiny. Be happy with whatever you have.
So beautifully said, yeah. So easy said and done, but she's walked the path, ladies and gentlemen. She's walked the path. Amidst all her beauty and her glamour, as I said, there's a soft girl inside Hema. And, she always has this very honest, very simple message giving out to all the people out there saying, just have gratitude and most importantly, be grateful to your destiny path.
Yes.
It's okay. Maybe you're supposed to be like that. Don't fight it, yeah.
Yes. And whatever makes you happy, do it. I mean, just don't fight it. If you feel you can't have a normal child, you want to adopt, adopt. If you are not happy about doing it, don't do it just to please the world. Do things which make you happy. Only if you are happy, you will spread happiness.
Very easy, very, very well said, but easy said than done. Hema, in this life journey, anything that you did you ever face depression?
Initially, yes, when we lost the first baby. And that's the time when, because our house was fully done up with baby stuff, a Dalmatian blanket, a Dalmatian cot, you know, the works. Stuffed toys here, shampoo, everything, the works. So after I delivered, I didn't go back home initially for 1 week. We went to stay with my in-laws, and that helped. So do whatever helps you.
Wow.
Don't shy away.
Yeah, acceptance.
Yes.
What she did was,
And time heals.
it was sheer acceptance, Hema, because look at what she's saying. The baby cot was ready, the baby room was ready. They were walking in with their baby, but they came empty handed. What she said is, first is accept the pain. She accepted the pain
Yes.
and decided, okay, I can't walk into this bedroom just now. She went to her in laws. So she's being real, guys. She's being real. And she's not saying mother statements just for us to make statements of quotable quotes, as they call it. She's walking her quotes.
Like we went there for a week,
Yeah.
and then we thought we were then ready to move back. So Ajay and I both stayed there for a week. And you know, I'm a people's person. I need people around. And that helps. Don't lock yourself up. Don't say I'm depressed. Lock yourself up. Be with people. That helps.
Wow. This is such a statement, Hema, because that's what people do. When
Yes.
depression hits, when trauma comes in, close your doors. Andar
Yes.
baith jao.
Yeah.
Brood karo. Binge eat karo.
Right.
This is a big thing about
Yes.
binge eating.
Yes.
And then lifestyle diseases.
Yes.
And then you're falling in that same circle.
Exactly.
You learnt it how, Hema? How did you realize that I don't want to lock myself?
I guess it's the family support also. They suggested that you stay here, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll do that. I mean to say, it seemed like the most natural thing to do at that time. Like, I knew if I were to go there, okay, you know, Ajay would be there, but both of us were in the same state of mind. Like, you know, everyone just sympathizes with the mother, but fathers don't talk about it, but it plays on the mind.
Absolutely.
So-
in fact, literally in your story, I'm going to bring Ajay in because your story is the story of partnership. It's about a
Absolutely.
baby. It was just not your health issue. It's a combination
Right.
of sharing pain together to see what kind of beautiful people you all are today. You all are smiling, you all are beaming, but nobody knows what you all went through.
Yes.
But Hema, I know you beautifully saying, yes, I was depressed, but I came out of depression fast. In this whole journey, when you lost the other two babies, did you ever lose faith in goodness and that mere karma or something like that?
So I didn't lose faith, but yes, I did start believing that it must be my karma. And also, you know, I won't say we didn't go, we went to this Maharaj who said, आपका पुत्र पितृदान नहीं किया है, so all that is there. We did all those pujas and everything. Despite that, we lost the two kids after that. So we did our level best, to make sure that this doesn't happen again. But it happened. And then we accepted it. I mean to say, touch wood, we have one child, and we're really, really thankful to God.
Wow, just look at that.
Yes.
Yeah, this is exactly what you're telling the world, Hema,
Yes.
that जो भी है उसको
Be thankful for whatever you have.
Hema, is there anything that you think you want the world to know a little bit more about your journey, please?
Like I said, that we did go through our times. We did go to this guy, like this astrologer kind of a person. He said, do this. Then somebody else said, do this. So we did try all that. So I won't say that, we after all that not working also, we said, fine. It didn't work. It's okay. Be grateful for what we have. rather than just brooding over what we don't have. And touch wood, by God's grace, we have each other. We had each other. We had Saisha. And, you know, you see other people's problems. You can look at, when you're walking on the road, you can either go look at a person who's passing by in a mock and say, oh, I wish I had a mock. Or you can look at a person who doesn't have chappals and walking on the road and say, oh, I'm better off than him.
Yeah.
So you're always comparing in life.
Yeah.
So compare yourself and be happy rather than comparing yourself and say, oh, I don't have this. I mean to say, at any given point of time, you're not going to be happy with what you
So
have.
true, Hema.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I read one quote somewhere that I looked at somebody, I looked at myself when I had no shoes
Yes.
till I saw somebody who had no legs.
Yes.
So your journey, Hema, I mean, hats off to her. I just want to say, just her spirit. I'm doing a naman to her spirit, girls, men. This is Hema Chhabria, we know, a lady who is, beautiful always, but with a beautiful soul. A mother who's standing strong amidst all her pain. Ask a mother what it is when your child comes beaming home, and sometimes when your child is probably not with you. Hema, your journey has been a journey of, most importantly, of hope, faith, and resilience.
Yes.
Yes,
I
an
agree.
absolute story of resilience.
Yes.
To fight it out, first you said acceptance.
Yes.
Problem I accept kiya.
Yeah.
Depression में जा रही थी, I didn't allow myself to get in there.
Yes.
Because if I closed the door to the world, I would have closed myself completely.
Yes.
I gave life another chance.
Yes.
And thanks to a spouse like your husband,
yes.
you all work to get to it together. And this is what it is about partnerships.
There were some people who even were saying, oh, maybe there's a problem with you,
Haan.
or maybe there's a problem with Ajay. I'm like, which world are you guys living in? It's all there for you to see. I mean, so don't believe in all these things.
Yeah.
I mean, so these things can lead to problems in relationships.
100%.
So I'm glad neither I did nor did Ajay think that way.
कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, लोगों का काम है कहना.
Yes.
It's like very well said. Like you
Yes.
just said that people were poisoning both of you.
Yes.
Saying
Like-
something is wrong with her, something is wrong with him.
Yeah.
And marriages, God forbid, can go anywhere after that.
Absolutely. We've seen
Yes.
cases like that.
Yes. That लोगों की सुनी
Yeah.
और खुद की नहीं सुनी.
Yeah.
हाँ. But you all did that together, and I liked the way Ajay handled Saisha.
Yes.
Hats off to him for that.
Yes.
Because to handle a child's emotion, and today when you see Saisha as a bubbly, happy Gen Z,
Yes.
you know you guys have done something right.
Yes.
As I say, nothing can go wrong with parenting when the child is a reflection of parenting.
That's
I
true.
personally believe
Yes,
the
exactly.
society plays a huge role, Hema, but parenting rests in our hands.
I would say definitely.
Yeah,
You don't have to tell the kids what to do.
yeah.
They see. Kids are smart.
By action.
Yes.
Yeah, you walk the talk, as they
Yes.
say.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm sharing this personally, but yes, day before, when was this? We are on the Thursday, Monday.
Yeah.
I was at a PTM, and the good thing is the teacher said your daughter hasn't scored very well in maths, but your daughter has scored very, very well in her class discipline and behavior, and she's one of the only children who says please and appreciates us.
Okay. It's
I
nice.
said, you know what? The maths
Yeah.
marks will come.
Will come. That's
I
true.
told her the maths marks will come. This is my gift, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes.
I was like, and my husband was like, marks. I said, aa jayega.
aa jayega. I
You
know.
know,
Aa jayega.
what to do, babes? This is, I'm seeing life like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Because I'm grateful that I've been blessed with 2 daughters.
People need to believe.
Yeah.
There are people who don't have kids.
Yes.
People who are struggling to have kids.
Yes.
And when you have a beautiful, normal, healthy baby, and someone comments like that, you actually feel like slapping them sometimes.
I went through this very loosely with a lot of people.
Yes.
अच्छा दूसरी बेटी अच्छा चलो लक्ष्मी ऐसे
Yeah.
लक्ष्मी है सरस्वती है मुझे बच्ची है बेटी है और मैं उसको I'm going to give that energy which my parents gave me. Bas.
Absolutely.
It's like this beta syndrome, but anyways,
Yes,
you've
yes.
been blessed with Saisha. I've been,
Yes.
my daughter's is also with a Shah. It's
Okay.
Arisha.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, you know, they say the Shah is a very powerful thing, and
Okay, alright.
I can see you believe in Sai Baba.
So her name is, we have coined the word name Saisha because we wanted the word Sai in it.
Yes, I can
Yes.
feel that vibe
Yes.
because you said that the first time when you lost the baby, you looked up to Sai Baba
Yes.
to give you
We've
strength.
always believed in Sai Baba.
Yes, and I think he brought you Saisha.
Yes. And just one, a secret. Ajay wanted, had proposed to me, and he said, "I'll take you to Shirdi if you say yes."
Oh,
I'm like, I'll thank Sai Baba for taking you to Shirdi if you say yes to me.
how sweet.
Yeah. So he's always believed in Sai Baba
Oh.
before I started believing.
Oh.
Yeah.
So at this note, you know, I think I need to bring in Ajay for just 5 minutes. Friends, we've heard the story of Hema the mother and Hema the soulful lady who stood the test of time and fought through it. But you know, every mother gets all the, you know, the care. But you know what? There is somebody who's standing by her, who's the husband and the father, who's silently seeing everything around him, and nobody is there to give him that emotional hand. The father's always discounted when it comes to the mother-child relationship, but in her case, if not for Ajay, their daughter Saisha, their beautiful surviving child and daughter who's booming today, would have been in a very different mental state if he wouldn't have given her pearls of wisdom at the right time, at the right place. Ajay Chhabria, the world knows you as social, but Hema calls you as a spouse who is given her strength, love, partnership all through. Thank you for joining us because
Thank
your
you.
story of parenting is a pain that you both have shared together. And from pain, not getting into depression, because she said if it's not for Ajay and not me getting into a different zone with him, I would have been a different person. Ajay, first and foremost, hats off to you.
Thank you.
Hats off to the fact that, you know, people have seen the glam side of you. I would love to see the Ajay I know, who's simple to the core, who's fought his battles by losing 3 children.
It's
Ajay-
been very, very hard. I must say it's been very, very hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I must say one thing I told her, and I still stick by it. You know, I said God knew we had the courage to take it. That's why He gave this to us. He didn't give it to a couple who could not take it. So He knew we had the strengths. So somewhere deep down, I think He chose us as a couple to go through this. It was very hard on us. We went through a tremendously bad time. I mean, it was really, really hard on us. We had a breakdown. The last child which we lost was too much because my daughter had already come to the hospital and seen the baby, and then I also remember going back and bursting out to God. I said, "Are you there? I mean, do you even exist? Are you even seeing what you're doing?" But then, yeah, I mean, in a way, I'm just grateful to God that she was very, very strong too.
Hats off to her.
Had she been one of those women who needed psychiatric help and and all that, it would have been very hard on me as well. So.
Ajay, this is beyond normal.
Yeah.
She not going for psychiatric help is not normal. So she has broken stereotypes, norms, and most importantly, a certain format of psychological impact. In fact, your case should be a research case on you also, Hema. Because when a mother loses 3 children, full grown, delivered children, and then say, I'm grateful,
Yeah.
it's next level strength.
Yeah.
I want to tell the world it's next level strength. And her daughter was waiting for the babies to come home. And
Yes.
she said so beautifully, she said one thing that we'd only told her Sai Baba has taken her and he'll send her back when she's okay. And she, after some time, said, where is the baby? And then Ajay said something to her.
I had to tell her. I said, look, I mean, so we have a doctor, Bhabi, in the house who is very, very good. And I told her, I said, she said it's time to be blunt now. So then I sat her down And she actually lit an agarbatti in front of God at that weird hour of 1 o'clock on Diwali night, I still remember. And she said, I want the second child anyhow. I want that baby to come back anyhow. So we said, then I told her, I said, look, it's either mom or it's another baby. Mom has done her bit and she cannot have any more children. Any more children and her life is at risk. So now you choose whether you want mom or you want a baby. So then she cried, and then she said, no, I want mom. And then I told her that when my sister has her baby, that baby is going to be yours. And touch wood, they are very close today. Grateful to God that she came into our lives as well. So,
But Ajay, I remember you only telling me one thing, that there was a time when you thought you were losing Hema.
yes. So her last pregnancy was very dangerous. Her uterus had expanded quite a bit already because it was the fourth normal delivery.
Actually, what happened was when I was in the hospital, they didn't realize they gave me a little higher dosage, and then they took me to the labor room, and I was like ready to deliver, but it was still going to take some time till they took me in. So at that point, like Ajay's aunt, who was the
Who's the
gynac,
gynac? She thought she was
she-
going to bleed too much.
she
maybe.
said that
She said we have to.
I'm going to
conduct,
say,
this-
who's done this?
Hmm.
I mean, it was at that time it was crucial. So,
So
they
she-
had to literally rush me in
She
and
took her to the operation theatre. She said we'll do a normal delivery, but in the operation theatre, just in case she bleeds very heavily. And she said at that time, she said, this girl has gone through a lot. She said, stop now. No more children after this. Come what
course,
may. I mean,
of
you know,
course,
so
yeah.
it was just, and then to realize that the report from Great Ormond Street Hospital was wrong and we still lost a child was very hard on us. So it's been really traumatic for the last, for those particular 8 years of 2 miscarriages, losing 3 children at birth. But yeah, grateful to God that we have one daughter who's 26 today, and touch wood, she's a blessing for all of us.
yes.
So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Remarkable stories are with remarkable people. This International Women's Day, it's not about just celebrating Hema's strength, but you know what? The man out there also. Because if it wasn't for his timely guidance, timely words of wisdom to their daughter, and also hand-holding Hema at the right time, things would not be as easy, let me be honest. Because,
I agree totally.
yeah, I mean, really, people see a different side of our lives, but there is a life that we've all probably gone through, both of you together. And as they said, partnerships are not just about Instagram. Partnerships are literally in your house. And that's the story of partnerships, love, strength, the strength of a mother and the strength of a father. We at Remarkable believe in cherishing these kind of strengths and these kind of women. At this International Women's Day, hats off to Hema Chhabria, a lady who had 2 miscarriages, 3 full-blown real-life babies passing away, and finally having the beautiful Saisha in their lives, smiling and beaming, and still showing utmost gratitude to life.